All right, it is time now for all things current in California politics. Our guest this week is Rich Eisen, editor-in-chief of Capital Weekly publication. Rich, good to have you back. So the war in Iran obviously affecting oil, gas prices. California has two large refineries that are shutting down. So all of that said, what impact is that going to have on drivers in our state and in the overall economy picture?
Well, any impact on oil is going to have a big impact across the economy because virtually everything that is in every product that's in our economy is dependent on oil. It's in the plastics that house our food and how it's transported, et cetera, et cetera. So it's going to have a huge impact. It's already having a huge impact. We're still working on oil reserves. What's being shut down now is not really the cause of all of this, but certainly I think gas has gone up something like 90 cents a gallon across the country just in the last 10 days or so. So this is going to impact every aspect of our lives and our economy. There's no question about it.
Okay, the UC Berkeley poll just came out about the one-time wealth tax in California. It shows California Democrats support this one-time tax on billionaires. 72% of Democrats say yes. 72% of Republicans say no. Governor Newsom not supporting this. So what would a one-time $100 billion windfall do for the state long-term? Because billionaires are leaving, right? They don't want to have to pay this.
Well, I mean, I think there's some dispute as to how much it would even raise, whether it would actually raise $100 billion or not. And how many of this billionaire class, of which we're only talking, and I say only, about 200 Californians would actually be, where this would apply to them. The money in theory would be going to healthcare issues and some to K-12 because of Prop 98. So, I don't know if it's going to make the ballot, though it looks like it will. The polling does look pretty strong for it. If it does make the ballot to pass, I also anticipate there will be lawsuits. I think we're a long way from knowing the answer to what this will actually mean for California.
Well, we'll have to see what billionaires head to Texas and Florida if this thing does get going.
Well, we know Mark Zuckerberg just left for Florida.
Yeah, so. Okay. So there's a new poll out for governor. Guess what? We have less than 3 months until the primary election. And as we put this poll up, Rich, I feel it's very dangerous right now for the Democrats because most of the Democrats that you don't see listed stayed in the race, like Tony Thurmond, who's polling at 1%. So what do you see from this with the top two now Republican?
Well, it's certainly giving a lot of heartburn to Democrats, and it probably should, though, my old mentor, Lou Cannon, always used to say, look, 24 hours is a lifetime in the life of a politician. So 3 months, while that is, really is pretty short term, it's actually quite a long time in a lot of ways. I still think the biggest, if you look at the polling, the biggest percentage is people who haven't come close to making up their mind yet. So that said, it is absolutely giving heartburn to a lot of Democrats. And what I'm hearing now is a little more talk about ranked choice voting as something that might get a little more play than it has got in the past. I know the governor is absolutely against it. He's also against this, the wealth tax. He's also against, a lot of things right now. So I don't know. We'll see. I think it's going to create a lot of conversations. That's for sure.
No, we don't have much time left to go. So I know.
No, we don't.
June is a ways off in some ways, but it's going to be very interesting. Rich Eisen, as always, we thank you.